The devil since she was stand on the purpose, I got the nerves, butterflies corner, butterflies lounge, butterflies corner, news gets around. Thank you, Buttercup. Head on the swivel, I like an eagle. Heart of a rebel, shoot, shake the devil. Stay shooting, stand on the purpose, bird on the purpose. I got the nerves. Butterflies corner, butterflies lounge, butterflies corner. News gets around. Butterflies float around me and Lucy. Butterflies float around me and Lucy. And with my buttercups. Wherever I go, and never shout out to my number one hater. Butterflies float around, fly high. They in the sunshine, love in the sunshine. Fly, butterfly, spread your wings. Stay in the sunshine, love in the sunshine. We are the sunshine. Salutations and welcome back to Butterflies Corner. How are you guys doing out here in this YouTube universe? I hope all is well with everyone. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome back to another edition of Morning Table Talk, down to the Butterflies Corner, where we sit around our virtual table, sip our cup of joe, and go over today's pop culture, current events, and whatever else we feel like we want to talk about. Okay? Top of the morning, grand rising. We got 33 in the building. We almost 4 minutes in. Hit that free 99 like button. Make sure you hit that free 99 like button, okay? It's a free and easy way to support the channel. It lets me know that you appreciate the content. It lets YouTube know that you appreciate the content. Buttercups, buttercups. Y'all better get on down to my TikTok. We live, baby. We live, okay? Your girl can officially go live on TikTok. So shout out to all my buttercups that headed over there and hit that follow button, okay? I really greatly appreciate y'all. And let's go, buttercups. It's on and popping. So because we are going to officially launch our TikTok tonight, buttercups. So guess where the lounge is moving to? You guessed it right. It's moving to TikTok, buttercups. We are moving our Friday night lounge down to the Butterflies Corner over there to the TikTok. You understand? Okay, so y'all get ready to have a good time tonight. It's Friday. And you know your girl done been through it, okay? So you know the lounge is going to be on and popping tonight, okay? We're going to celebrate our 1,000, 1 point something thousand in the building. Shout out to all my new buttercups. Welcome to the tribe. Yes, okay? Buttercups is the vibe and uplifting is the tribe. You get what I'm saying? This is how we moving around here, buttercups. Okay, so happy Friday. Y'all come up in the room, hit that free 99 like button, okay, buttercups? We got a slew of things to talk about this morning, okay? Kanye done acted a fool again, lost his mind. Mo3, Young Breezy has been indicted for connections to unaliving of the famous rapper Mo3. And if you ain't familiar with Mo3, baby, I don't know what rock you've been living under, okay? A whole sector on YouTube was created off of the unaliving of Mo3. So I figured we might want to do a little conversation about that this morning, okay? I don't know what rock you've been laying up under, but yeah, a whole YouTube sector was born out of the unaliving of Mo3, okay? So we're going to touch on Yellow Breezy being indicted and arrested yesterday for connection and the unaliving of Mo3, all right? Shout out to the Mo3 sector. They have been, yeah, it's been a long road for them down there to that Mo3 sector. Okay, it's been a long road for them. All right, and then we got the shout out to my Buttercup. She wanted us to have a little chit chat about the DDG and Haley Bailey. I hope I'm saying it right because I don't want to mix up with my homegirl Holly Berry, but Haley Bailey. Okay, Haley Bailey. I said it right. There we go. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Finally, say somebody's name right, girl. Y'all know I can mess up a name. I end up giving you your own nickname around here, down here to the Butterflies Corner, okay? Happy Friday, Buttercups. Y'all come on up in the room, okay? We got 35 in the building. Y'all hit that free 99, and let's go. Roll call. Buttercups, I'm nervous. I am. We pivoting. Okay, let's go. We in the building now. Satin baby doll, top of the morning. Grand rising, my beautiful satin. Yes, okay. If they in blue, they for us. My beautiful Dottie's in the building. Kids. Now, sis, big sis, baby, I see you, baby, and we about to join you, okay? We ain't forgot our health and wealth segment is coming, baby. It's coming, okay? But our big sis kids got a head start on us, okay? I see you down here to that TikTok girl. Looking good. Great motivation. Okay, sis? Great motivation. Living for me, my beautiful mod squads in the building. Lady Ro. Hi, Candy. My AKA Miss Eva Walker. Alicia. Shout out to the mod squad. Okay, we up and out. We on it this morning, ain't we? Okay. My bougie. Buttercup. BK Lakeisha in the building. Let's go, Buttercups, my beautiful lady B. Yes, Queen Script. Okay, my squad thick this morning, baby. Okay, listen, you better ask somebody. I got the best mods in round, okay? You better ask somebody. Hey, Miss Cecilia, top of the morning, beautiful. Haven't seen you in a while. Our beautiful Kiwa, one of my A1 day ones. Shout out to my A1 day one Buttercups, okay? I really appreciate y'all. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? You ain't left your girl staking. You ain't treated me like the wicked stepchild, redhead sticky stepchild, okay? So shout out to y'all. Hey, Miss Chanel, salutations. Hello, beautiful people. We're rising, beautiful. My beautiful Edema's in the building. Did I get all the chat, Buttercups? We got 42 in the building. Hit that free 99 like button now. Don't have us waste time on the like button, okay? It's free. Y'all don't get it free. Hey, beautiful traveler. Gail Francis, our beautiful symmetries in the building. Live with loyalty. Mwah. Salutations, beautiful. Yes, all in unity. Grand rising, beautiful. Yes, my beautiful Dana Scott's in the building. Let's go, Buttercups. I think I got all the chat, Buttercups. Yeah. Unless you sneak up in here. We got 44 in the building. Hit that free 99 like button. Let's go. Make sure y'all subscribe down here to the TikTok. All right, Buttercups. We are moving. We are officially moving the lounge down to the TikTok. And here go the main number one reason. Because we won't have to worry about playing copyrighted music. Okay? And we got to get the TikTok popping. Okay? I always said if we can get our YouTube channel to 1,000, then we're going to start, you know what I'm saying, making sure we start to nurture our other platforms. So here we are, Buttercups. We're at 1,000, okay? Listen, be careful what you ask for, okay? Be careful what you ask for. You just might get it and then some. Shout out to Grandma Mama Butterfly, okay? Listen, Buttercups, I don't know if y'all been paying attention, you know, but Sherelle's World, I just want to offer you my love and prayers, baby. I see what's going on with you and AT2, and I remember you helping that young man. I remember when he first hit the YouTube streets, and I do know that you and Perry helped him a lot. I had no idea that Miss V is not doing well. You know, my mother loves y'all. Mama Butterfly loves us, and Sherelle and Perry, okay? And I've been a subscriber of theirs for many years. So, Sherelle and Perry, I just want to let you know, and Mama V, our prayers are with you. I'm sorry that you're going through all this nonsense, but, you know, unfortunately, that's the nature of the beast. It reminds me very similar of what I just went through. But y'all are built for this. Y'all are built for this, Sherelle and Perry. Y'all have been through many battles, okay? And y'all have stood the test of time. So don't y'all worry about it. Don't you fret about it. And prayers to Mama V, all right? All right, buttercups. Listen, we 10 minutes in. Did y'all hit that free 99 like button? We got 41 in the building. Top of the morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Don't worry, buttercups, because it's Friday. You definitely know no face, no case. The lines will be open, okay? But you know I got to do my commentary first, all right? So y'all hit that free 99 like button, okay? Now, speaking of glowing and growing, buttercups, listen. Shout out to my buttercups that know what I'm about to listen, okay? Shout out to the Canvas Beauties. If y'all in the building, shout out to y'all. Y'all know we Canvas Beauties down here, okay, baby? I got the glaze, the perfume, you name it, I got it, okay? So shout out to Big Stormy Still, okay? And I mean big Stormy Still, all right? Buttercups, we have witnessed a lot of things. Her business take a hit from, just haters. Y'all know how that go, baby. New levels, new devils. So, and it's really inspiring to watch her and a couple of other people, that just made it through the storms. You understand? So it gives you inspiration to let you know that God will definitely prepare a table in front of your enemies. Okay? So shout out to Stormy Still, buttercups. Let's show her some love.
So y'all know, I'm finna show y'all our machinery that we got fabricated specifically to make body glaze. Now y'all know the rumors, body glaze come from China. You can get it here. No, you can't. Body glaze has always been manufactured in Huntsville, Alabama, and now we done bought us a 500K machine, honey, to make our process even more seamless. The reason why we never shown our process is because we don't need people trying to figure out how we do something so they can dupe us like they already do. So here we go. So this is the line. Basically, all the jars load up right here. They go onto this turntable. They go on the conveyor belt. Now, the conveyor belt then comes fill the glaze. See? Come here, I'm going to show you. Come closer. It fills the glaze from these pistons into the jars. Once it's in the jar, it comes down this conveyor belt right here. And then it goes through our amazing, no jars on it right now. It goes in an up and down situation while the glaze is cool. 535 glazes fit in here. And they cool within 15 minutes. These fans right here help it cool down. Come on. This is the fun part. It comes on the conveyor belt. And then here, twist the top on the body glaze. And it goes down here to the amazing labeling machine. Every glaze gets a label. And then it ends off on the final turntable. And honey, that is the machine in which we make body glaze with her.
Big Stormy, baby. Now, we know, buttercups. We familiar with the rumors. Oh, it's Alibaba. It's white label. That ain't she ain't original. She ain't show us her chemist. How she... So Stormy Still is definitely inspiration, and she shows you how you shut your haters down. You move like real gangsters move in silence. Okay? In silence, and you just keep on getting bigger and bigger and better and better and better. So shout out to the Stormy Still, okay? We see you, Canvas Beauty. Purr, okay? Purr. Shout out to you, Stormy Still. We see you, baby. Congratulations to you in all of your beautiful ventures in your brand and your business, baby. We see you moving up, okay? Moving on up to the east side. Finally got a piece of the pie. Okay, y'all know I can't sing, so let me not do that to y'all, buttercups. Shout out to Stormy Still, okay? The real official tissue blue black print. Okay, get into it. Blue black print. What you know about that? What you know about the blue black print? Okay, get into it, buttercups. Anyway, moving along, hashtag blue black print, okay? And let them know where you heard it first, because y'all know they like to. Okay, y'all know what they like to do down here to the Butterflies Corner. The blue black print, hashtag. All right, this is what we on. 2025. That's all we doing, baby. Is glowing and growing out here, baby. So congratulations to the real Stormy Still. Okay, and Canvas Beauty. They just listen, she employed the whole community down there to that Huntsville. You understand? She bringing people with her. And that's one of the things you really got to appreciate about how she got it out the mud. Now, okay, this is a woman who literally started her business in her kitchen, buttercups. Don't let the haters fool you, baby. And they damn sure almost tried to trick her out of the spot, because we seen it, we witnessed it. Shit, they still actively trying to trick her out of her spot. But God just keeps slapping them in the face. Move out the way. Okay? He just keeps slapping them in the face, okay? Sending them on their way, okay? Come back again. Try again. Rain, rain, go away. Come back another day. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, moving along. Buttercups. I don't know which one we're going to do first, okay? So I guess we can tap on the... Let's get into the this DDG stuff is old, but let's get into it because this is for my boo, one of my my loyal buttercups, and I told her we can talk about it today. So we're gonna get into it. So DDG and Halle Berry, you know what I'm saying? They went through a little thing where they was hiding the birth of their baby and young buttercups. We seen, I don't know about y'all, but we seen this before. Young didn't really know each other. Before you know it, she was pregnant. They went through a whole thing where they was trying to hide the pregnancy, deny it, and da-da-da-da-da. Oh, okay, now we done fast forward. The beautiful baby boy is here, Halo. And DDG decides to drop a song. Okay, we got this article from Billboard. Okay, so shout out to Billboard. This is where I picked the article up from. So y'all make sure y'all follow Billboard. And we only gonna do a little tidbit of the article. If y'all want to read the full article, y'all go over to Billboard and find it. Okay, hold on 1 second, Buttercups. Give me 1 second. All right, Buttercups. For all my Buttercups just now coming in, y'all make sure y'all hit that free 99 like button, okay, Buttercups? Welcome in the building. I pulled this article from Billboard. We're going to tap on what's going on now? What's going on now? Hold on. Why are you doing all this funny stuff now? What's going on? Hold on, Buttercups. I'm trying to pull up the article so I can read it to y'all, okay? We got 52 in the building. I only got 36 likes. That means I got to take a pause on y'all. Y'all know what that means. Elevator music. We got 50 y'all in here. Y'all can at least give me 50 likes, okay? Or 45 likes. Get them likes up, Buttercups. Let's go. What y'all doing? We're going to have to take a pause, okay? A real quick pause. Get them likes up.
Chill. Hey, man. This is what Mr. Church, man. Turn up with me. The old me gone, the new me here. I walked on water without no fear. Somebody better tell the world it's my year. The old me gone, the new me.
Get them likes up, Buttercups, okay? Come on now. Don't do your girl like that. Y'all get that free 99 like button. It don't cost you a goddamn thing, okay? All right, Buttercup. So DGG released a song, and in this song, he addresses that Haley is keeping his son away from him. And then later on, you know what I'm saying, after releasing the song, he took to his streaming to explain what was going on in more detail. So I'm just going to read you what we got up on the screen. Hold on, Buttercup. Yeah. Hey, Universal T with Marie. I said what I said. Salutations, Buttercup. Okay, so DDG has aired out visitation issues he's apparently experiencing with Halle Berry over their son Halo, which is discussed in a new song titled "Don't Take My Son." The rapper released the Cash Cabin produced track on Saturday, March 8th, which he addresses the alleged problems surrounding the custody of his 1-year-old son. Don't take my son because he's all I got. I'm just having fun. I don't love these thoughts. He raps on the chorus. DDG claims in the song that Bailey is trying to make him pay to see his son. Trying to make me pay to see my son. That's going to make me hot. He continues. The 27-year-old provided additional context on the situation surrounding Halo when hopping on a stream on Saturday. I don't like putting y'all in my business, but I don't know what else to do. But I know the internet moves people, he added. Well, allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curve is they've been feeling like you've been clout chasing off the girl anyway, DGG. So this really don't look good on you. But yeah. So he added, I just want to see my son. That's it. I love being a dad and I want to be a dad. Plain and simple. I think I'm the first ninja to ever be canceled for wanting to be a dad. It's dudes out here that get glorified for being deadbeats. Interesting. DDG later admitted that he didn't want to take Bailey to court over custody of their son because that makes everything more messy than what it is. Bailey gave birth to their son Halo in December. I wonder if he's a Capricorn or a Sag. December 2023. Bailey and DDG announced they would be splitting in October of 2024. The pair went public with their relationship in January of 2022. Despite the changes in our relationship, our love for each other remains deep and true, DDG said at the time of the last year's breakup. We all still best friends and adore each other. As we focus on our individual journeys and our roles as co-parents, we cherish the bond we've built and the beautiful moments we've shared. All right, Buttercup. So there you have it. Okay. Listen. Let lollipops. What y'all talk about in the chat? All right, Buttercups. So here's my thought on it. They was young. They really didn't even know each other. She got pregnant kind of early. And apparently, allegedly, since this all came out, they was sick with VSR, I believe, or something like that, allegedly. And it was a matter of him wanting to stay at her house to be with their son, and she didn't want him to stay at the house. She didn't mind him taking the son with him. Okay, RSV. Thank you. Her and Halo was sick with RSV, and I guess it became a situation where he went to the house to spend time with his son, but Haley did not want him at the house. She did not have a problem with him taking the son and going back to his own residence, and he didn't want to do that. So him realized he made a song and put all their business in. Now he says he didn't want to bring it to the internet, but it's hard to believe because he's built his career off of being an internet influencer, a streamer. So pretty much, and let's just keep it a buck. He's the one who really dropped the nugget that she was actually pregnant. Because if y'all remember correctly, he was on stream and she was walking in the background. And I personally believe he knew what he was doing. Okay. But like I said, this is a young couple. A lot of people feel like he's tarnished her career. But y'all know, young, dumb, and full of cum. Y'all know the saying, young, dumb, and full of cum, okay? She didn't think about her career. She fell in love. They was in love. Y'all know how that go, that puppy love, okay? Can't nobody tell y'all nothing. And here we are today. So now they never got married, and now they're having custody issues. There was another incident that happened where she really didn't want the baby being on live streams and stuff like that. She was really trying to protect the baby. And he took the baby to another very well-known streamer, Sanai. What's his name? Kanai. I know his name, but I can't say it right now. But anywho, he took the baby down there to that man's live stream, and then that was a issue. That also became an issue. But a lot of people feel like DDG is a clout chaser anyway, and he used Haley for a come up anyway. Y'all know them relationships that what they say, them PR relationships. So they just feel like Haley may have been in love, but DDG was thinking about just being attached to her because you know how she did, the Little Mermaid. Her and her sister are attached to Beyonce and Jay-Z and X, Y, and Z. But so what do y'all think, Buttercups? What do y'all think about this whole debacle and mess? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what a lot of people feel like. He, apparently he's had the baby around his other little flings and stuff like that. Apparently, he admitted it in one of the lyrics in the song. Okay. Thank you, Kai Sanat. Thank you. I'm like, I can't get it out right now, okay? Kai Sinai, thank you, baby. Yeah, he brought the baby over there, and you know, Kai Sinai's a little wild, okay? Shout out to Kai Sinai. He doing his baby one too. But yeah, so you know, where's my buttercup? Where's my buttercup? I'm just saying, baby, you here top of the morning, buttercup. So what I think about it, like I said, it's just young, dumb, full of cum. Not surprised that any of this is happening. There was really no real commitment. They didn't even really know each other. And I'm gonna tend to believe the guy was clout chasing off of him, you know. I don't think it, you know, was very wise to get pregnant, but that's life. That's real life. You know what I'm saying? I think we believe because these people have a certain amount of money that they somehow become unhuman and they don't still have human experiences. I think, you know, obviously we see the industries being pulled down right now. So they're just having a human experience. The only thing I guess the best thing we can do is pray that they find a medium and a balance and do take this off of social media, because social media is a place where it will forever be. And that child is going to grow up one day and this stuff is going to be all over the internet. I don't think it was wise to do a song addressing it in the first place. But herein lies to why people think that DDG is a clout chaser. You claim you don't want people in your business, but you make a song. So you're basically profiting off of your business too, you know? So you make a song to put on streaming platforms, and then you get on your streaming platform and address it. So, and you say you don't want to go to court because it'll make it more messy, but you done already made it messy. So you know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of young thinking, young-minded type of shit, not really thinking about how your actions will lead to certain reactions and not really thinking about the best interest of your child. And herein lies Haley's issue with you. You don't have your best, and it doesn't seem, well, we don't know that, but allegedly, it does not seem that you have your child's best interest at heart, DDG. And I think you might want to reevaluate that. When I initially saw this story, I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole, and yeah, so I see that you have a brother that has some issues with his BM too. So I don't know if is it a family pattern? Did Haley not do enough of her research to really know what type of situation she was walking into? Probably. Once again, young, dumb, full of cum. Listen, buttercups. Yeah, young, dumb, full of cum. Y'all know how it go. Y'all know the name of the game, okay? Don't sit up over here and act like, yeah, okay, y'all know the name of the game. They both young, dumb, full of cum. They got money to blow. Ain't got nothing else better to do, okay? Listen, okay? I said what I said, that part. Just young, dumb, and full of cum and just making decisions that are going to have a lasting lifetime effect, you know? So, that's that on them, okay, buttercups? We're gonna move along. Buttercups, what is going on with this man? Now, he done had quite a few glitches, okay, over the years, okay? I can remember the first breakdown when he called himself exposing Jay-Z and Beyonce. But this next little stunt might have really cost him, buttercups. So apparently, yesterday or the day before yesterday, Kanye, or AKA Ye, went on a Twitter rant, which he's known to do at this point. And he said some offensive remarks about Jay-Z and Beyonce's younger children, the twins. And so a lot of people are offended because, you know, well, can we just say this? In our community, especially, I'm old school. And that word that is now considered a derogatory word, coming up, we would say that, you know, in jest. We would say that in conversations. If we seen something that just look, you know what I'm saying? In other words, that would be a way, it was a slang word. But we know we're living in a new time, a new era, and certain words are now deemed offensive and derogatory. So, of course, a lot of people was offended by the term that he used. I had to cover it up. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't say it over here on YouTube neither. Let's be clear. So I had to cover that up real quick. But y'all get the gist of the word that he used. Now I ain't gonna hold y'all. Now listen, Buttercups. I'm not saying what he did was right. Let me clarify. But we want to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curb is, I don't know this to be true. There is another blind item out there. I don't know if y'all heard of Crazy Days and Nights. There's been some blind items out there about, I don't necessarily know about both of the twins having some mental delays, but there are rumors out there, in Hollywood and behind the scenes and, the industry, that the son does have some birth defects or some mental delays, aka birth defects. So he is not the first one to actually say anything about that. But I think, like I said, the way that he's came out and talked about it was distasteful. And allegedly, rumor has it, I don't know, says page 6 that Beyonce and Jay-Z are looking to take legal action. Yeah. Thank you. Autistic. So that rumor is out there, allegedly. Rumor has it, word on the curb is, I'm not saying this to be fact. I'm not saying that I know this to be fact. What I'm saying is, allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curb is, the son of the twins do suffer from autism, some form of autism. I don't know what spectrum he's on, but that's the word on the curb, Buttercups. So yeah, and we know what's his name? Kanye suffers from schizophrenia. Every other year he comes out and he does something to get himself canceled. But I think people are just fed up at this point. I mean, he said a lot of other things in his rant, but this is the one that really stuck out to people because of whose name it's attached to, Jay-Z and Beyonce. Yes, he was diagnosed bipolar. And to be honest with you, allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curb is, a lot of people think that he's a clone, or if not a clone, he's definitely controlled by MK Mind Ultra. MK Mind Ultra. And y'all know that it's true, because guess what? There's some talk about that down there to them Kennedy papers, okay? Buttercups. There's some talk about that MK Mind Control down there to them 80,000 pages they done released on that JFK. All right. So allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curb is, a lot of people think when he first had that first glitch at his concert, when he called out Jay-Z and Beyonce, y'all remember when that happened, right? And he said they, Jay, this is what Kanye said. I know you got hitters, and and y'all know what hitters are, i.e. illers, okay? Illers, pillars, pillar, illers. Okay. All right. Y'all know we gotta be careful how we say it down here. You know what? He might be on the spectrum. He just might be on the spectrum. And you know what? I'm not making excuses for his behavior, but it is a tricky field. Yes, developmental disorders. Yep. It is a tricky field when it comes to stuff like that, because is it making excuses for him, or does he really have a sickness? And you think about some of the most wildest stuff that he said over the years, but then you think about a lot of the genius stuff that he said over the years. So it is tricky. It's very tricky. Hey, I can't do you, Buttercup. I can't do you. But yeah, Buttercups, a lot of people feel like that first incident, they went ahead and put him under AKA mind control, mind ultra, whatever. Now, Buttercups, I know a lot of people believe that's more of a conspiracy type of conversation. But like I said, they got that MK Mind Ultra down there to them 8,000 pages down to the John F. K. So I don't know, Buttercups. There might be some truth to the fact that that form of that is practiced, is widely practiced. Is allegedly the deep state uses it. And if you don't know what the deep state is, this is why we gonna get into them John F. K. paperwork. Okay, y'all stay tuned for that. Your girl's doing the research now, so we can load that up. Okay, and this 80,000 pages, so that ain't gonna be done in one day. We're gonna do a little mini series. Okay, buttercups. Anyway, moving along, back to this one. So yeah, a lot of people are not feeling Kanye right now and him disrespecting the innocent children. And y'all know, buttercups, over here we believe that children are off limits no matter what. And Kanye does need to go sit down somewhere. He got his new wife running around like literally naked. Kanye is just, I don't know, buttercups. A lot of people think he needs to be in a conservatorship. They didn't put Wendy Williams in, okay? And to be honest with you, I think that Kim, I think that's why he got away from his ex-wife, because allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curb is she connected to the same lady that had Britney under the conservatorship, okay? Allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curb is the same chick that had Britney Spears under that conservatorship has a church where Kris Jenner, allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curb is, yep, you heard me right, Kris Jenner got a church with that lady that was over Britney Spears' conservatorship. Allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curb is, I don't know how true that is, but that rumor was on the curb, baby. Yes, that lady, I believe the company was called TriStar. Yeah. Anywho, I believe that Kim K allegedly was trying to get that ninja under a conservatorship. But anyway, moving along, we don't know that to be fact. I'm just saying, these are some of the rumors out there, buttercups. It's true. In fact, allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curb is that $6 million that went missing from Britney Spears got ciphered through the Kardashians. Allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curb is. Now, don't forget, I just told y'all, allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curve is that Kris Jenner and that lady that was over Britney Spears' conservatorship has a church together. And they use that to cipher the money that they allegedly ripped off of Britney Spears. All right, buttercups, moving along. Anywho, we don't know that to be true. Allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curve is, buttercups, it gets deep now. It gets deep now when you get into these industries and the games they play, baby. Yeah. So what y'all think, buttercups? What y'all think? Oh, yep. No, it ain't Scientology. It's supposed to be a Christian church. Allegedly, rumor has it. Word on the curve is, yeah. Nope, not Scientology. That's a whole nother that's a whole nother can of worms. But nope, not Scientology. Nope. But anyway, moving along, buttercups, I think Kanye West is going to be sat down for a while. You say he is the spectrum. I can't do you, aka I cannot do you. We got 53 in the building. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Make sure y'all hit that free 99 like button, and welcome to another edition of Morning Table Talks, down to the butterflies corner. Okay, we just talking about some hot button topics going on around us in the world. Okay, pop culture, current events in the pop culture realm. That is, So y'all make sure y'all hit that free 99 and let me know, buttercups. We are pivoting, so let me know. Please give me your feedback and let me know if you enjoy the content and if you like the direction we headed in, and any topics that y'all want to know or want us to talk about down into the butterflies corner. Feel free to email your girl and let me know. And now we'll lock loaded. I'll go do my research and we'll lock it loaded. All right, buttercups, we'll lock it loaded. Top of the morning, all my buttercups coming in. Shout out to my Bush babies. Thank you guys so much for being here. And don't worry, buttercups, it's Friday, okay? It's Friday, so the lines will be open, okay? No face, no case. Get it off your chest. All right, buttercups, the lines will be open in a few more minutes. We got one more subject I think we were going to hit on, and that would be the Mo3 situation, buttercups. Now, like I said, there has been a whole YouTube sector that was birthed out of this man's unaliving. And it's been, I believe he was unalived in 2022. So just yesterday, they arrested fellow rapper Yellow Breezy, I believe his name is. And if you're not familiar with Mo3, he was a famous rapper, I believe out of Atlanta, but resided in Dallas, Texas. And he was unalived, ambushed on the highway down there to the Dallas, Texas. They did already arrest a man for his unaliving, but apparently they have just handed out indictments for Yellow Breezy, another man called Brick Baby, and another gentleman. I can't remember his name right now off the top of my head. But now here's the question, Buttercups. Do y'all think that Mo3 is finally gonna get the justice that he deserves? This has been a long road. Like I said, once again, there's a whole sector that was birthed out of this man's unaliving here down here to the YouTube. So this is what's going on, and the latest news in this case, Buttercups. Unfortunate situation that happened. Thank you for the likes, Buttercups. I really appreciate y'all. It's like I said, it's a real unfortunate situation that occurred. You know, I believe he had children that he left behind, and I believe his unaliving was caught on video. So y'all know we living in an era where people will video pop on their live button before they actually render any type of help for you or to you. They'll go live before they help you. Okay. Unfortunately, that's the era we're living in. Okay. Everybody wants a get a live moment. Okay. Everybody want to go viral. So his unaliving, I believe, was caught on camera. But yes, they finally, well, rumor has it, allegedly a lot of people thought that this young man, Yellow Breezy, excuse me, I've been saying Yellow Breezy was attached to what happened to Mo3. So that's been a rumor for years. So I know probably down to that Mo3 sector, I'm guessing they feel vindicated because they have been saying for years that this young man over here, Yellow Breezy, was responsible for unaliving Mo3. So Buttercups, here go another trial. I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all want to follow the trial. Although there, like I said, they got a whole sector down to the YouTube, okay? That I'm quite sure will continue to be following this case, and they definitely will be following the trial, Buttercups. So I think they're finally headed for the trial. So I don't know, Buttercups. I just figured we talk about it anyway, because you know, this is current news. It just happened. I don't know if y'all know Big U and all of that LA Compton business going down there. But Big U also recently got indicted, him and 10 other of his cohorts for a plethora of things, Buttercups, a plethora of things. But yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that this will the family will finally get justice. Y'all know I personally know how it feels to lose a loved one to violence and not have justice. I personally know how that feels. So I hope that his family, Mo3's family, and his children can find some closure. I really hope that this brings about closure for them, and that Mo3 gets the justice that he deserves, Buttercups. All right. Now the lines are officially open, Buttercups. We are 44 minutes in, and Buttercups, y'all let me know about the topics that we talked about this morning. Y'all call in. But Mars, if y'all can drop the line, I'll drop the link. Oh, drop the link too. So either you can hit the panel or you could call in. Okay, call in, no face, no case. Get it off your chest. Okay. Now the rules for the call-in line: make sure you have me turned down in the background. Excuse me, Buttercups. Make sure you have me turned down in the background, and you don't have to say your name. It's not mandatory nor demanded. All right. That's the whole point of no face, no case. Get it off your chest. All right. All right. Right. You want me to check it right now? That's the line. The lines are officially open, Buttercups. We talked about the DDG and Haley situation. We talked about Kanye and the Beyonce and the Jay-Z of it all, and the disrespectful rhetoric that he had for the kids, the two younger children, the twins, and we touched on a little bit on the Mo3 situation. So y'all call in and get it off your chest, Buttercups. Hold on, Buttercups. I'll be right back. Elevated music while I go check my DMs real quick. My mods are summoning me. Hold on, Buttercups. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure y'all hit that free 99 like button. Buttercups, thank you for your patience. Actually, before we open up in the call-in lines, I'm actually going to play something. I believe it's an interrogation from the original arrest suspect. So give me 1 second, Buttercups. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere, okay? I'm going to try to pull it up so we can listen to a little bit of it. Fair use. Yeah. Let's pull up that fair use real quick. Y'all know, Buttercups. Try to come over here. You know what I'm saying? All right, but all right, hold on, Buttercups. Be right back. Sorry, Buttercups. This is actually about Kanye West. All right. For y'all see the fair use. This is for constructive and criticism. I do not own the copyrights to this, and this is for research. Research purposes. All right, Buttercups. So hold on. Okay, and I believe this is from 3 months ago. All right, Buttercups. So this is about Ye. It's about Kanye and his crazy self. Well, I don't want to say that. Excuse me. Let me not say that. But something going on.
Is that's the court reporter?
The court reporter service is on twice.
All right.
Madam Court Reporter, can you swear in our witness?
Yeah.
Mr. West, would you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly state under penalty of perjury that the evidence you shall give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes. This is case number 220, entitled My Channel versus West.
My name is Michael Popak. Can you hear me, Mr. West?
Yes.
Okay. I see that you're looking down at probably a device. Are you on your phone?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Buttercup. So what we're about to hear him. This is him under oath. And apparently this is about a YouTuber named that Don't Shoot the Messenger. So apparently, I don't know if Kanye sued him or he sued Kanye, but this is a clip of Kanye under oath from the A&E interrogation raw celebrities under oath. All right, Buttercups, this is what we're listening to right now. If you're just now coming in here, make sure y'all hit that free 99 like button.
I'm going to ask as a ground rule that you not be on your phone during the exam. Can we agree to that?
Well, is that legally what it should be?
I'm not going to advise you as to the law. That's why your lawyers are here. But that is my ground rule for the deposition, consistent with California law, that you need to be present, focused on the examination and not on a device.
Due to my mental geniusness, in order to focus on this bullshit, I need to be on a phone.
Counsel, do you want to speak to your client before we continue?
I think, well, Kanye, in terms of, you can listen to the questions and answer them, right?
Okay, I get off the phone.
Okay, Mr. West, why have you donned the mask to start this deposition?
Because you don't have the right to see my face.
And is it your intention to wear that mask for the entire duration of your examination?
Perhaps.
Okay. So, counsel, we're going to take this up with the magistrate, but I'm not going to delay the examination. We'll do it at the break.
Kanye obviously had planned a stunt. He had that mask in his pocket. He was just looking for the appropriate moment during the deposition. I'm in for a ride. My goal was to stay on that Bronco as long as I could.
Shalom, 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 and welcome back to another DSTM. I am the messenger.
Okay, so that's the guy that we're watching this clip from. All right, Buttercups. This is where I was able to so shout out to Don't Shoot the Messenger. This is where we're watching the clip from. All right, Buttercups.
Yeah, so this gonna be quick, man. For respect any. Okay, this is off a show.
No, Buttercups. But this is the mask that he put on during the thing. Give me 1 second, Buttercups. I'm gonna show y'all. But clearly the man is sick because he's under oath doing this. All right, Buttercups. Give me 1 second. So this is the mask that he put on during this interrogation. All right, Buttercups. So yeah, I don't know. You know, like I said, a lot of people think he needs to be under the same conservatorship or under conservatorship that they put Britney Spears and Wendy Williams under right now. Shout out to Wendy Williams. It sound updating Wendy Williams. I believe they moved her to a new facility, a less restricted facility. The judge ordered that she be moved to a different facility with less restriction. So it looks like there's some movement in Wendy Williams' situation too, Buttercups. Thank you guys so much for being here. Okay, now the lines is open, Buttercups. The lines is open. All right. Shout out to Don't Shoot the Messenger. That's where we just watched this clip from. Shout out to you, Don't Shoot the Messenger. And yeah, Buttercups, let's go. The lines is open. No face and no case. All right. Y'all call in and let me know what y'all, how you feel. Get it off your chest. All right. No face, no case. Don't forget to turn me down in the background. My mods dropped the link. Anybody want to hit the panel and give me an opinion on any of the subjects that we talked about this morning? Please feel free to do so. Okay. In the meantime, in between time, while I'm waiting for y'all to call in or hit the link, I'm gonna put the elevator music on real quick, okay? While I get me another cup of Joe. Buttercups, I've been up early. Yes, okay, yes. Yeah, there is an update in our beautiful Wendy Williams. The judge did order for her to be moved to a less restrictive facility. So, all right, AKA, we love you, Buttercup. Y'all send up a prayer for my beautiful AKA Buttercups. Y'all know she's been having some health issues recently. So if y'all could just keep her in your prayers, it would greatly, greatly be appreciated. All right, Buttercups, the line is open. Elevator music. Somebody hit the link or call in. Okay, the line is open. No face, no case. We in the building. Oop, I'm over here running my mouth. Oh, it's still on mute. Yes, y'all. Prayers to our beautiful AKA baby. We love you and we pray that God just give you healing over your body. Buttercups, don't forget, we're moving the lounge down to the TikTok. So make sure y'all are following me on TikTok. And one of the main reasons we're going to move it to TikTok is because we can play music over there and don't have to worry about copyright strikes and all of that. All right, Buttercups. So we are officially going to move it down to the TikTok. And we got to get our TikTok on and popping. Buttercups, we got to get the TikTok on and popping, okay? So we're going to be down there to the lounge tonight having a ball. So make sure y'all follow me down to the lounge. All right, Buttercups. And don't forget, any hot topics, current events, anything y'all want to talk about, y'all feel free to email me and let me know, and I'll do my research and we'll bring it on down to the morning table talks. All right, down here to the Butterflies Corner. All right. But y'all hit the call-in line. I hit the link. What do y'all think, Buttercups? Which say ye, Buttercups, about any of the subjects that we talked about this morning? Let your girl know. We had the DDG situation with him and Haley, Kanye West and his derogatory statements about Beyonce and Kanye's twins. And then we have the Yellow Breezy being indicted for the unaliving of Mo 3 down in Houston, Texas. Thank you, Buttercups. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. All right. Nobody calling in. Nobody hitting the link. You know what I'm saying? Happy Friday, Buttercups. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Okay. In case y'all missed it, let me give my boy a shameless plug again. Okay. Shout out to the big Stormy Steel.
So y'all know, I'm finna show y'all our machinery that we got fabricated specifically to make body glaze. Now y'all know the room is body glaze, come from China. You can get it here. No, you can't. Body glaze has always been manufactured in Huntsville, Alabama, and now we done bought us a 500K machine, honey, to make our process even more seamless. The reason why we never shown our process is because we don't need people trying to figure out how we do something so they can dupe us like they already do. So here we go. So this is the line. Basically, all the jars load up right here. They go onto this turntable. They go on the conveyor belt. Now, the conveyor belt then comes fill the glaze. See? Come here, I'm going to show you. Come closer. It fills the glaze from these pistons into the jars. Once it's in the jar, filled, it comes down this conveyor belt right here. And then it goes through our amazing, no jars on it right now. It goes in an up and down situation while the glaze is cool. 535 glazes fit in here, and they cool within 15 minutes. These fans right here help it cool down. Come on. This is the fun part. It comes on the conveyor belt. And then, here's twist the top on the body glaze. And it goes down here to the amazing labeling machine. Every glaze gets a label. And then it ends off on the final turntable. And honey, that is the machine in which we make body glaze with her.
Shout out to the big Stormy Steel. All right, Buttercup. Because y'all know they was out here lying and scheming on my baby. Okay, lying and scheming. Duping up products. Lying, talking about they was Alibaba and all this other nonsense. So shout out to Stormy Steel. All right, we ain't got nobody calling. Nobody want to hit the link. Buttercups, no face, no case. Hit the line. It's Friday. What's going on? What y'all got planned for today, okay? Y'all make sure y'all meet us down to the lounge, okay? Excuse me. All right, big Stormy, baby. Big Stormy, okay? Listen, if she ain't a testament to God will prepare a table in front of your enemies and elevate you while they still stuck, stuck like ducks, okay? Quack, quack, quack. Listen, every lie that done told on that girl, she done came out and shut it down, okay? She did it real gangster too, okay? So shout out to Stormy Steel. Real gangsters moving silence, baby. She just been working, getting her shit in order, okay? It's popping her ish. I ain't mad at her because there have been some people down into that TikTok trying to dupe her product. Got her customers thinking it's her products and it's some knockoff some real knockoff Alibaba something, okay? Well, shout out to Stormy Steel, all right? The big Stormy, all right? She's employing the whole community down near to the Huntsville. You know, she's bringing people with her, okay? So shout out to that beautiful black woman, okay? Don't forget, it's still Women's History Month. So shout out to all my beautiful women in the building, okay? It's still our month. It's still our month, Buttercups. I guess we ain't getting no calls today, Buttercup. Nobody wants to call in today, Buttercups, okay? Top of the morning. Anywho. So yeah, Buttercups. Grand Rising. Salutations, Miss Bugs. Number one, Buttercup. Salutations. Grand Rising to all my beautiful Buttercups. Very powerful. Ain't the CYT? I'm trying to tell you. And just to witness it in real time is even more powerful. That's why I say it's real inspiring, okay? Stormy Still is real inspiring. Even our boo Letitia, okay? Shout out to our boo Letitia Scott too, all right? Yeah, she's stimulating the economy, baby. Everybody can't say that, okay? Everybody can't say that, baby. She is stimulating the economy down there. Listen, okay? When they dubbed her the Queen of Huntsville a couple of years ago, they knew what they was talking about. Down into that new Huntsville newspaper. They dubbed her the queen, baby. And they knew exactly what they was talking about. Hey, Miss Gail Francis. Salutations, Buttercup. Yeah, top of the morning to my Bush babies. Top of the morning to all my buttercups dropping in this morning. Y'all make sure y'all follow me down to the TikTok, okay? I can officially go live now down to the TikTok, and we will be having our lounge down here tonight so we can play our music. And guess what? I'll be able to leave the content up, okay? Wait a minute. Can you leave the lives up? Wait, hold up. How does that work now? Can you leave the lives up on your TikTok? Is there a way that you can save it to TikTok? Oh my gosh. Why am I not getting my notifications when she's live? I done missed all her damn lives. Every time I turn around. I know she was down there last week cooking with her cousin. Oh no. Oh, the lives I deleted. Well, it's the same thing we do anyway. Down here to the to our channel. So I guess we still won't be able to save the live. So maybe we'll keep the lounge over here. I don't know. What y'all want to do, Buttercups? Y'all want to stay over here with the lounge? Or y'all want to move it down to the TikTok? Y'all give me a vote. 1, stay over here. 2, move it to TikTok. Let's go, Buttercups. 1, if we should keep the lounge over here. Or 2, if we should go ahead and move it to TikTok. Universal Tea with Marie. Can you email me, mamas? I got it too. So far. Okay. So far. Come on, Buttercups. Let's go. Put your votes in. I see a 1. Yep. Gotta be in real time. Have a good time in real life. All right, Buttercups. All right. I see another 2, Buttercups. Come on, Buttercups. Get your votes in. What we doing? How we doing this tonight? Okay, because we coming. The lounge is going to be open tonight. Now, where we have it at, going to be up to y'all. Let's go, because we can officially go live on our TikTok now, okay? Okay, Dottie said she down whatever. Down with whatever. All right. Oh, we voting on if we're going to have the lounge, if we're going to keep the lounge over here, or if we're going to go ahead and move it down into the TikTok. I kind of say the TikTok too, because we're trying to get the TikTok on and popping. Mods, can y'all drop one of y'all drop my email for our beautiful Universal Tea with Marie? Okay. Thank you. You know what? Candy, is there an app that I need to get? Because I was thinking about that too. Candy, I was looking when I noticed I could go live on TikTok. I was looking to see if they had an option where you could syndicate from both. Because I know there's content creators that do that go live from both places. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's why I said we got to go to TikTok now. Shout out to Oh Lord, that is a pain in the butt. Did you do the face recognition? Because I did the face recognition one. I didn't even mess around with that ID and some other mess they said you can send in. I said, just look at my damn face. Don't I look old? Okay, just look at my goddamn face. Don't I look old? Shit. Apparently I looked my age to them, so that's a good thing. Look at Universal Tea with Marie. That's a good thing, baby. I think they saying they don't believe your age, okay? They carding you, okay? They carding you, baby. They don't believe you, okay? Okay, that's a good thing. Yeah, I think they just don't believe. They don't believe your age, girl. They don't believe. Okay, boo. They say you look too young. You look too young. God dang it. Yeah, that is some BS though. That is, baby. I definitely understand. Darn it, and they don't give you the option no more. Dang, that sucks. I guess they only give you a certain amount of time to go ahead and click on that option. Listen, I ain't even wasting. Listen, I ain't wasting no time. Okay. I know that's right. My boo said I'm writing them right got darn now. Shoot. Oh yeah, burning my tongue. Okay. Oh, I didn't even think about that. All right. Now, do I have to wait till I go live, Symmetry? Or can I do it before I go live? Right. I'm so pissed. I never get my Boo Destiny's notification down to the TikTok. And I'm really pissed because they don't save the lives. So I can't even go back. Shout out to my Boo Miss Peggy, okay? Shoot, without her, I probably wouldn't even see the little clips I see. God damn it. Ah, so see, that's the trick down here to the TikTok, huh? So they don't save the lives. So that's why it matters how many views you get when you're actually live. And that explains why a lot of them content creators be on there for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Look, we can't even talk because you know we about to do our 24-hour live stream, okay? So we can't even talk, but they do be on there for some hours, baby. Some of them ones, they be having their panels and stuff, baby. They be up and on there, okay? Talk about third shift, shoot. All wee hours of the night and everything. Hey, Keita, baby. Salutations, ButterCup. Yep, they go to the link if anybody want to come up. And don't forget, the lines are open, all right, ButterCups? Our subjects from today was the craziness that you did down there to the Twitter. And then we talked a little bit about a DDG and him and Haley and what they got going on with the baby. And we talked about Mo3 and the rapper Yellow Brazy, whatever his name is, that recently got arrested yesterday and indicted for the unaliving of Mo3. Yes, baby. That's the replay. It's all right, ButterCup. You here now, okay? And we still in the building, okay? We still in the building. Don't forget, ButterCups, the hotline is open, all right? No face, no case. Get it off your chest. Happy Friday. And thank you so much to the Bush Babies, to all my ButterCups in the building. Y'all make sure y'all hit that $3.99 like button. Now, we was taking a vote if we should stay here for the lounge tonight or we should go to TikTok. Let me see. I think TikTok won, y'all, for my YouTube ButterCups. The TikTok won. Oh, wow. It's early up there, baby. Wow, Miss Bugs. Yeah, it's early. I just spoke to my aunt that live out there. I forgot where she said she lived because I asked. I said, Aunt, I tell people all the time I got family out there, but I forgot where you stay at. Uh-oh. You know what, ButterCup? You and somebody else went through that. You and another ButterCup went through that very same thing. I could reach out to Destiny and ask her to look into that because you're the second ButterCup I know that had that issue. So I do apologize about that, Dana. I will email me the receipts and stuff, and I'll get it over to her and ask her to look into that. All right, Dana? I apologize about that, ButterCup. Oh, sorry. Oh, you up here. Sorry, Lady Roll, baby. Go ahead, baby. I'm over here.
Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing?
Good morning, beautiful. I'm hanging in there. I feel good. It's Friday, okay?
It is a beautiful Friday. The sun is shining bright here. I want to touch on all of the little topics you spoke on today. Kanye West, who let the dogs out? Roof. He needs to be chained and maybe gagged and never let out of his little corner. Kanye has a tendency to come out here and just stir up drama and then disappear for another year. And why he doesn't have any kind of representation or what's the word I want to use? Maybe a guardian, someone who is got him, someone who walks with him at all times to keep him from just spewing craziness out of his mouth is beyond me, because this is nothing new. This definitely is nothing new. I'm really disgusted that he stooped so low, but then maybe not, because he even talked about his own kids when it came down to North. He talked about her dressing provocatively, and he just really just needs to hush. And yet his wife walks out naked, but that's neither here nor there. That's it on Kanye. the next topic, who was the other one we talked about besides Mo3? There was someone else in the middle.
BG and Haley.
Oh,
Mhm.
that situation is so, to me, so sad. You know, your babies are a blessing, but you shouldn't have to fight with the dad just to be able to take care of your baby. I think that he really, really probably needs to be placed in timeout, and she may need to get a protective order if she don't want him at her house. Um, you do what you got to do to keep yourself safe as well as your children. So I'm not really sure what Haley's next step is, but I'm praying for her that she can remain safe and the baby as well, because apparently the daddy don't give a care if the baby's safe or not. The Mo3 situation, it kind of hits home because it happened relatively locally to where I stay. And for someone to be shot down in the middle of a busy freeway, kind of makes you take a look at life, right? Because anybody could have been on that freeway when he was killed. But apparently they got the target they was going after. But to find out 5 years later that the target lived right here as well, because they were thinking, was someone here? Then they arrested someone. It just became a big, murky mess. Even last night, I was laying in bed reading some of the arrest records from Yellow Breezy and how they picked him up or whatever. And then I read an article that said that there may have been some links to Yellow Breezy and the young men who shot and killed little Ronnie 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago. And the ties are just, they're kind of similar. So I'm gonna really look into that to see if there is some type of connection. But to be honest with you, it's frightening for these young people to be gunning themselves down or gunning each other down in the middle of busy freeways, car washes, just anywhere, parties, get-togethers, clubs, and it almost makes you fearful for your young people to go out, and even for yourself to go out. Because I remember one night, me and my husband were in New Orleans, and had went down to Bourbon Street. We was just chilling, and the place we were at, the little club spot we were at, started filling up. And my husband looked at me and I looked at him, and he said, you feel uncomfortable? And I said, yeah. He said, let's go on back to our hotel. By the time we walked from Bourbon Street back to the little pavilion where we were staying, when we got to the door, they have a butler. The butler said, did y'all just come out of Bourbon? We said, yeah. He said, it was just a shooting down there. So I always tell my children, follow your gut instinct. If you feel like something's going to go wrong, then you leave. If you feel uncomfortable in a place, if things are starting getting rowdy, too many people, it's overcrowded, leave. Because you always need to find where your exits are, no matter where you are. Fine. When you get to a place, I always look for my exit route. Even in a restaurant, I look for a way that I need to get out just in case something pops off. That's just it that I have to say about that. I'm disheartened because besides Kanye, these other two groups are young people, relatively very young people. And to be dealing with what they're dealing with is really, really scary. For a baby to be brought into a situation, children are innocent. He didn't ask to be here. So to be put in the hands of people who don't care about your safety and your health and your well-being is it's scary, because he still has to grow up. And then when it comes down to these rappers, these young rappers killing each other, is that, to me, we got to do something about that as a community. I think this is when our activists and our people who say they care about the community really should be reaching out to try to do something to save a generation. If not, we're going to lose a generation of people.
Girl, you just took the words out my mouth. I'm like, they're wiping out whole generations. And this has been going on for at least the last 5 years. Every time I turn around, there's either well-known or fairly known or just almost well-known rapper being unalived, and they are young. And it's funny that you say that there's a connection between the people that took out that young man, little Ronnie, and his beautiful daughter, because they're also saying that there's a connection with these guys to young Dolph. Now, I don't know how true that is. Allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curb is that all of this is connected, even down to that young man that they took out in Florida back last year in the winter. Just before we hit 2025, the young man in Florida that got taken out. So I think what we got to realize with the music industry, they don't care about our youth. And allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curb is this is the reason why that a lot of top people, like I'll give you a prime example. There was, I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with, his name is at the tip of my tongue. I think we talked about him down here before too. He was the head of the Violators. He helped 50 Cent. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. Why can't I get his name? His name is at the top of my tongue. But he was one of the founders of hip hop and being able to mainstream it. And Chris Sales, no, not Sales, but it's Chris Lighty. Chris Lighty.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Lighty. Now they say allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curb is the reason why he was allegedly taken out is because he's seen the direction that they was trying to use the youth that was coming up in the rap industry, and he didn't agree with it. And he spoke on it. He did an interview where he was asked about how did he feel about where hip hop was at that time. Yeah, he did that interview, and he said he didn't like it. He didn't appreciate it. And there's people like him that was heading these corporations that are now taken over by people that just really care about the bottom line and the dollar amount. I think there is allegedly, word on the curb is, rumor has it that these labels take out insurance policies on these young men. So it leaves one to wonder, and a lot of these young men don't make it 5 years into their career.
Right.
And then you hear things about insurance policies being on them. Yes, Gail Francis. That's what I was getting to, the insurance policies that they're putting. And don't think it's just these young rappers. Because trust and believe, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson,
right.
Most recently Angie Stone, all of these artists have insurance policies put on them. I mean, a lot of them are robbed of their royalties, their masters, and the minute they speak up, all of a sudden they disappear. Allegedly, rumor has it, curve. So I think like you said, lady, well, we do have to step in, and we do have to. What the art form started as is definitely not what it is today, and let's think about that. Okay, it was when we was coming up, it was just a way to give a bird's eye view into what we was doing, struggling with in our inner cities and in our communities, and the oppression that we dealt with. And it just went to a whole nother stratosphere. And I believe that they got key players out the way so they can control the narrative. And they pick these children up, this drill rap. You know what I'm saying? That drill rap is definitely an issue. And that's where a lot of this is coming from.
Right.
Art imitate life, imitate art. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's scared, Prince. Yeah, it is. So if we know any family that wants to go into the industry, I would side-eye that thought. And even being independent, because I believe that was a huge problem with Nipsey Hussle and Young Dolph. Them young men were independent. So there was no middleman for them.
Right.
And you see how that worked out also. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know about cups.
And I read also that Yellow Breezy there was some connection with him and the death of a comedian named Roy Pate. He was shot in the leg, later died from some injuries of a blood clot. But these young people, you sell your soul for a couple of $100,000 and you think you're out here living, but at the end you end up, in the ground. And even talking to my son about some of the situations, that's one of the things that he always says. And Mom, I've lost so many of my friends. And it took me back to the early 90s when they were just killing people sitting I probably shouldn't say that. They were just unaliving people that were sitting at red lights, stop signs, walking through the park, gang initiations back in the early 90s. From 90 to about 96, there was an excessive amount of murders that were happening among our people, right? So that took out a lot of the 70s generation, the early 70s and mid 70s generation, because they were becoming teenagers at that time, because I was a teenager. And I remember my sister, some apartments she lived in, and there was a gentleman who was, I guess, a known pharmaceutical dealer in the area. And he was sitting at a stop sign. I can still remember this like it was yesterday. And this was like 93, 92, 93. He was sitting at a stop sign. Someone drove up and just murdered him at the stop sign. And we just happened to be passing there. My sister's like, what's going on? But it was a scene. The police hadn't made it there, the ambulance, nobody. So just a matter of a few seconds earlier, we could have been either witnesses to this or we could have been involved in it. And that's something that has always, as a young woman, as I've grown into an adult, that's something that's always stayed in the back of my mind, how your life is but a vapor, and someone could just snatch it at the moment, even though they didn't give it. They could come by and just, it's gone, right? So I don't know. That's kind of where I am on the fence about this Young Breezy and Mo3 situation. When Mo3 died, I thought this is horrible, because of the way he
Right.
was gunned down in the middle of a freeway. I-35 is one of the busiest freeways in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. It is one of the busiest freeways. In fact, they used to call it the deadliest freeway. Now, how this man was murdered and no one witnessed it or was even coming forward to say anything was baffling to me.
Absolutely believe there was witnesses. Like I told you, these people whip out their phones to record faster than they do to reach out to help. There was witnesses,
Definitely.
and these people recorded it, obviously, because it was floating around on the internet, the whole situation, So it's like, yeah, it is sad. It is very, very sad. But like I said, hopefully his family can get some type of justice, some type of closure. I personally know how that feels to yearn for justice.
Right.
So
Me
I'm
too.
praying for his family and his children, and I hope that they can finally, just put a pin on this. Okay, like I said, there was a whole sector on YouTube
Right.
born out of this man unalived. So hopefully they can put a pin in it and finally actually begin to heal and just move on in life. You'll never get over something like that. But there you do come to a place where you are able to step outside your own understanding, and you're able to find some type of resolve with it.
Right.
You're
My nephew, he
yeah.
and I were the same age, was murdered in a car wash, right? Back in 1991. He never lived to be 20 years old. Something that that's also a bigger part of something that affected me. Young man who shot him never served a day in jail, prison. The attorney, I mean the investigator, the detective that was investigating the situation, said that he just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that every witness that they talked to who wanted to testify all came back and said that they couldn't put their family in jeopardy. My nephew got caught up in that 90s murder spree that was going around. And I guess about 3 months ago, maybe even less, the guy who took my nephew's life killed himself. He actually hit some people that were on the side of the road, changing a flat tire. He was apparently drunk. He hit them. They died. He left his truck on the side of the road and fled the scene. Left it somewhere a little bit further down and fled the scene. Then went home and reported his truck stolen. And the crazy part is airbags deployed. They got DNA off of his airbags and found out that who he was that was actually in the vehicle, and arrested him. And he said he wasn't going back to prison, so he killed himself. although we were given a call and told what had happened, and I told the person who called me, I said, I don't have any type of feelings. I will share this with my siblings. I will share this with my nephew's baby sister. But I'm gonna tell you this: we're not glorifying his passing, his unaliving. We're not happy or sad, because at the end we knew that God would get the vengeance. It wasn't up to us. I said the only thing that bothers me was my sister did not live to see this, because she cried for her kid. And
Oh, I'm so sorry, Lady Ro.
this is what people don't understand: is once you take someone's life, you leave a hurt that is never repaired. My nephew has
Never.
been gone for 30. He's been dead longer than he lived. He lived for 19 years. He died in 1991. He has been gone longer than he lived. And that is a pain that I would wish on anyone. It is. I was angry when he died. I was angry. We're the same age. In fact, he was a little bit older. It's like 6 months older than I am. Let me get myself together. He was 6 months older than I am. And I remember standing over him, looking at him, saying, why did you do this? Why did you die? And then I came to the conclusion he didn't have a choice. It wasn't his choice. It wasn't his choice. Because you know how your cousins are your first friends? He was my first friend, because we were the same age, and we hung out together. We played in the backyard, and we shared bottles, and we were babies together.
Yeah.
And we went to college together. And just really that it when I say it affects you deeply, even though I'm gonna tell you something, the pain is bearable, but it's still painful nonetheless. I don't care how long someone is gone. I don't care how long they're gone. That is a pain that you will never get over. It does, the years dull the pain, but the pain is yet still there. So I wish that we could convey that to our young people, that when you unalive someone, it is so permanent. It is so permanent. You can never get them back. And I think a lot of times I'm a Christian. A lot of times we say, to die is, to rest with the Lord. Death is an enemy to God. The Bible says that. Death is an enemy to God. So why are we out here unaliving each other? Death is only warrant when you're of age, when you're of old age. We should not be murdering and unaliving people who have yet to live their life. And that's my only recourse when it comes to these young men out here shooting each other, playing God, taking lives, and with no accountability. Because for 5 years, Yellow Breezy has walked around Dallas, has walked around Texas, got on airplanes and flew from state to state rapping, knowing that he was involved in the unaliving of another young man. And that just bothers me. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go all the way there. But I just wish we could convey to people how much that hurts.
That's the Butterfly Corner. We cry, laugh, we do all that together. Shoot, y'all done cry with me. Don't you ever apologize. And I appreciate you sharing with us. And do know that you're not alone. Y'all know I know. Trust me. And it is a pain that doesn't never go away. And it sneaks up on you. Like over the years, sometimes you're okay. And then 1 year is more harder than the next, and it doesn't matter how many years go by, and especially when you never get justice, you know what I mean? But much like you said, Lady Ro, one of the things that I have to rest on is that vengeance is mine, said the Lord.
Right.
I was ready to crash out over my brother. And truth be told, I did crash out, but it affected me in other ways. I didn't get vengeance for him. I was losing myself.
Right.
When I took my brother, they took a huge part of me. a huge part of me, and it took me a long time. You know, I still don't have justice for him, but I don't. There was a guilt I carried for a long time for
Right.
not getting him justice. You know, because that tears away at you. And I went through all that, the paranoia phase of just being paranoid, even just walking around like, dang, the person that did it to him, I could be standing next to them. You know what I mean? It's a journey. It
It
is
is.
definitely a journey, but I don't ever want you to apologize because, like I said, we do all that down here to the Butterflies Corner. We don't laugh together, dance together. We do it all. So don't you ever apologize.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things that I wanted my platform for, because part of me just felt like there's no way you're alone. Although in these moments in life, I felt alone.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you have to be alone. You know what I mean? But much like anything in life, it's all about a balance. You know, I've come to learn just a balance. You got to balance it, you know?
Yeah,
Yes,
right.
virtual hugs, beautiful lady, bro.
Oh, thank
Absolutely,
you,
Buttercups.
thank you. And I'm gonna tell you something. I cried today. Tomorrow I may laugh. Um, you know, I've lost so many
Tonight,
loved ones that
tonight down to the lounge. Mm-hmm.
yeah, you know, when you lose loved ones and um it just kind of, I'm not gonna say it becomes you numb, but I don't know. I really don't know how to explain it. You know, I shared last year I lost my brother in February from woke up
Yep.
and having chest pains and he was gone. And my mother died in April, who was 89. I was her baby. And I thank God for her, my daddy, even in her old age, giving me life. Um, but that's another pain, right? So when you have pain on top of pain on top of pain, and I was able to deal with my mother more because she was older. My brother, not so much. He was up in age, but I didn't think it was time for him to go either. But when my 19-year-old nephew passed away, and I was also 19, just imagine this is death looking me in my eyeball, right? It's looking me dead in my face and saying, "Uh-huh, you could go too." So it was like almost like a moment of reflection of life is just such a vapor. Any of us could go, but for someone to snatch your life unjustly, I think that is really what hurts the most is when and you don't get the justice. You don't get there's no one that's held accountable for snatching that life. That hurts.
Right. Oh man,
Yeah,
incredibly.
yeah,
I
that hurts.
mean, it's like go through the phase where you feel guilty being a survivor and not feeling like you're not doing enough to get them justice. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yes, my brother, he went through so many nights because my brother and my nephew are really close. And my brother said, I was right here. I could have swung around there and I could have helped him. And I said, and my brother beat himself up for probably a year or two. And I would have to, when I would get with him, I would say, there's nothing you could have done. You couldn't have saved him. And he finally came to the realization some years later, and he said, "You're right. There's nothing I could have done that would have changed that situation." But when it all boils down to it, even though there's nothing we could have done to change that situation, let's try to change our communities and advocate for us to stop this. And I believe, just like the era of crack cocaine hit our community and devastated homes and families, I believe rap music, this vulgar rap music, has done pretty much the same thing. It has uh less I mean, because when I was a kid, now going back in some years, cussing was not what kids did. We didn't go around cussing. That was just not what we did. Um, these young kids at the middle school and the elementary be cussing each other out. I remember picking up my granddaughter and this boy.
all girl, they off the meat wagon.
Oh my God. I mean, in elementary, just cussing like a sailor. And the teacher was like, there's nothing I could do with him. There's nothing I could do with him. What? This is what we're teaching our
Shoot,
kids to do?
teachers, y'all, the babies be beating up the teachers. I feel for the teachers of this generation,
Oh, I
baby. Sometimes the parents are worse than the kids. You think you could call the parent and get some resolution? Baby, you be done end up tussling with the parent. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm trying to tell you, baby. Listen. Listen.
My youngest daughter, I remember when she was in high school, I had went up to the school either to take her lunch or something, and the lady at the desk, she was out on the phone with a parent, but she hung up, the secretary. When she hung up, she said, "You won't believe what that parent just told me." So I said, "What they say?" She said, "They told me between the hours of 8 and 3:30, he is your problem and not mine." What?
Baby. And they mean that. Listen.
And I said, "Well, honey, I'm gonna tell you this about mine. She is always
Girl.
my problem. I don't care what time you call me. I'm coming to the school. If I gotta handle a business, I gotta handle a business." But no,
Listen,
man.
my oldest gave damn choice. Let's be clear. I didn't have no choice, okay? They call. I gotta be there. I'm sitting at home, like it all. Okay. My oldest made sure he put me through listen, through the ringer, baby. I could have told them don't call me between 8 and 3, baby. Shoot. Okay, we can't call you. Listen, he can't come to school for the next 5 days. Okay. Now try that on for size. Okay? Listen, my oldest baby, I always say, you kidnap that one if you want to. You will be sending him back with a bow. Okay? Listen. If you want to, and I promise, no lie, my baby raised he went. That oldest one of mine, he raised hell everywhere he went. Baby, we sending him back with a red bow. Here you go. More power to you. Listen, buttercups, baby. I told that's the one. You know we all get that one.
Right,
That get parents that get back. My oldest, oh baby. Oof. And
and it was
I promise you to this day, mom. I have boundaries. I didn't cross. I know. You know what I'm saying? I was a little handful, but I have boundaries and I didn't cross certain lines. Okay. So no, he ain't just like me. He worse. Damn, hold up. Not only is he not me, he's worse and he's mommy. Nope, you can't let you do that to me. Nope. Then one day she finally called me, girl. You right. You right, girl.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yeah, baby. You right.
But you know
I not like me. She had to call me one day and be like, you right. He ain't nothing like you. I told you. Okay. I'm crazy, but he's crazy. Okay. Shoot.
you know another thing too. Now you said it was your oldest. It was my youngest. My youngest baby. When I say she fought every day, it was like I just got used to the phone ringing in middle school. When she got to high school, she kind of mellowed out. But I was like, girl, why you gotta fight every day? Every day.
Every day. That was me. Hey, baby, let me tell you the first time I have a little juvenile record, but the first time I got arrested, y'all, I've been smoking for a very long time. Thought I was cute. I'm on public transportation. I took y'all on the train with me. So I'm on the orange line thinking I'm cute, coming out of school. Lit a goddamn cigarette on the train.
Oh Lord.
This white lady, excuse me, my daughter got asthma. Could you not do that? Baby, you know your girl. Listen, now I was a piece of work. I took a pull of the cigarette, booted it in her face. Baby.
Oh my God, ButterFlii.
I was ignorant. That was the first time I ever got arrested. I blew that shit in her face, and as soon as I got off at that stop, they was right there waiting for you, girl. Like, get you, clink, clink. Baby, my mother left me in there overnight, too.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah? She called, she got arrested for what? Oh, okay, y'all can keep her. I'll see her in the morning. Baby. I was a piece of work, y'all.
She said
I was a piece of.
Your mama was gonna make a believer out of you.
She was going leave her out of me, baby. And sure enough, she left me in that cold cell overnight. And it was a cold cell, okay?
Well, I'm glad my kids didn't do any of that, but Lord, That youngest one, baby. When I say she was fighting, it was like she was fighting for her life. Bless her little heart. When I say when she left middle school, I was so happy. I told them people I'll never have to see y'all again.
Girl, let me tell you, you don't even know how happy that both my babies is. Lord, that's what I said. Y'all keep hearing me talk about I'm outside. I am outside to bring me no grandbaby because you're gonna be highly disappointed. I am not in my big mama era yet. Okay, give me 10 to 15. Give me 10 to 15 because I just got back outside, and you mofos done put your, especially my oldest, you don't put me through it, baby. I'm back outside. Don't bring me no grandbabies now. You're gonna be highly disappointed, okay? Because I'm back outside. I'm auntie status. I am not big ma yet. Slow your roll. And listen, that's all I got. I tell you,
when you get
listen,
you keep them on your leisure, not their leisure, your leisure.
I tell them, listen, let me tell you one thing and two things for sure. I don't care how long y'all was dating. I don't care what the situation is. You better know that we going to Dana ASAP. Okay? Soon she spit that mofo out, we going to Dana. Okay, you better let her know my mother ain't gonna try. How long? I don't care. Okay, mama's baby, daddy's maybe, okay? And I only got two of you, okay? I don't want to be having to play with these little picnic girls, okay? These little snot-nosed heifers about my grandbaby, okay? When my grandbabies do come, I ain't about to play about them, and I ain't about to play with their mammies about them, okay? So do know off rip, we going to Dana. We are going to Dana, okay? And then after that, we still signed and delivered, okay? I don't care. Like I said, I don't care how long y'all been together.
Right. You know what? Last year, my son had one, and I was like, "Kid, did you get a DNA?" Oh, mama, she counted it, and this is the day she said she got pregnant, and that was, we was together. Da 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 da. He went, "Oh no." I said, "But I'm looking at this baby, and we got some strong genes. I ain't seeing it." And he, "Oh, mama," he would, literally arguing with me. So I said, "I'm gonna stay out there because it ain't my business." He went on and went on, and so I guess the baby was about 6 months old. And the mom, we keeping the baby. I done bought all kinds of stuff for the baby, car seats, diapers, wipes. We sending stuff, milk and stuff over there every other week. And the mother said, I want to get a DNA because I just want to verify. Now, mind you, my boy now put his name on the birth certificate, right?
Ooh,
Girl,
that's them up the river.
He called me and he was crying. I said, "What are you crying for, baby?" "Mama, the baby's not mine, mama." And I said, I went outside and a tear trickled down my eye, and I said to myself, "Girl, get yourself together." I said, "Didn't I tell you to get a DNA test? Didn't I tell you to get a DNA test? Didn't I?" "Yes, ma'am." "Next time you're going to listen to your old mama, ain't you?" "Yes, ma'am." "All right. Gather yourself together. This may be a blessing and go on with your life, okay?" "Yes, ma'am."
It is a blessing. I know at least 3 people. Listen, it was a blessing because 6 months to find out is a blessing because I know at least 3 people that didn't find out until these kids were 10, 11, and one of them 13. But let me tell you, that's why I said, baby, my baby's on. They already know. Like I said, I've been telling them boys since they would start feeling their little hairs on their little balls. Dana is the name that pays. You understand? I don't care what she want to do or not do. You better make it clear when you start laying down with her. Listen, if you get pregnant, my mama gonna want a DNA test. Listen, okay? Don't play them guys. I want no disputes when the time comes. They need to know before you get to the time, okay?
Right.
Listen.
Don't drop nothing off over here that we haven't verified.
That part right there. And don't think you're about to have a whole bunch of floozies around me too, okay? The only one I want to meet is the one you care about. I don't want to meet, you know what I'm saying, all you little pieces out there, okay? And let me tell you something now. Introduce one to me, and then you bring another one in my face. I'm snitching. Don't get me to Jen and then kind of come up in here with Sarah, because I'm going to let Sarah know that Jen exists, okay? No, listen. Listen, my boys know, baby. I ain't playing none of them games with y'all. I will snitch on you. And I don't care about them. If you don't care about them, I don't need to know they exist. Point blank is the period. And you better let them know Dana is our friend. And we ain't playing none of them games. Okay. I know the time we went over. Baby, mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Go on and play with somebody else. You ain't playing with me. Okay.
Oh, that's a good thing living for me. That's a good thing.
Listen, I don't got boys, but I had to lay down the law now, and I preparing them before they even started to, you know what I'm saying? Do they do? Okay. Listen, as soon as you start laying down with them heifers, let them know if you end up knocked up, my mama ain't gonna try to hear nothing other than Dana, and we ain't signing shit. We ain't signing the day come, baby, you can't find your ID. What ID? Oh, I ain't got it. It's lost. I gotta get a new one. It's outdated, baby. All type of excuses. We ain't signing nothing until Dana come through.
Girl.
As soon as Dana give us the word, then we on like Flynn. Okay. If Dana ain't give us the word, ooh, you can't find your ID. Sign what, baby? All right, don't go up there. I'll go up there. I'll help her bring the baby home. You go about your business. Because you ain't signing a goddamn. You can't find that motherfucker. What ID? ID? Oh, I didn't know I needed my ID. Baby, listen. You better know I'm about to be a piece of work. I ain't playing with y'all. I ain't babies neither. Let's go. We in the building. I ain't playing with y'all. My babies know. Because I only got boys. I ain't trying to go through none of it. I done witnessed too many people go. Like I said, I know 3 different people that took care of kids for 10 years that wasn't theirs. 2, 10, and 1, 13. Hell to the 999.
Wow.
Boys, we're going to Dana, baby. Yep, that's who Dana is. That's the code word for that one over here in my household. Dana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Dana don't lie either. Dana do not lie.
No, baby. That's the one good thing about this future we live in. Because, back in the day, it just was what it was. Everybody running around. That ain't Mr. Tim, baby. That's Joe down the street. I don't know if he knows, but that look just like Joe. There ain't no way that's Mr. Tim, baby. Listen, we ain't doing none of that.
None of that. Not in 2025.
Whether they was theirs or not, they didn't know. And as women, y'all know we can get away with it before they do, because we know how to handle our business. Okay, listen.
Let me tell you something.
Some trifling outside. I know it.
Look, I don't know how we went down this rabbit hole, but I have a friend who is probably about 5'2", 5'3". His son is about 6 feet, 6'6", 6'7", somewhere in there, super tall. And so he was, oh, this my boy, yada 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 yada. I was like, this your boy? Yeah, this my boy. Okay, you might need to get that checked out. He told me about 4 years ago that they found out that he wasn't under his child. Oh, he's 6'6". You 5 feet tall. What are you doing? 3 of my 5 uncles are suspect. We Indians with good hair. Crazy.
I tried to listen. Mess. I tried to tell you.
Excuse
me. Them are the Chronicles of a boy mom, okay? A boy mom. The Chronicles of a boy mom, okay? Don't you break? 16. That's a long time. Oh man, because you are the trauma the kid gonna go through to find out, baby.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing was he was married. They were married. He was in the Navy. He was out to sea, and when she got pregnant, so the other guy was also a Navy man, right? They said that in the Navy, when the husband is gone, the wife turns the mop upside down, or in the military, rather. When the husband is gone, this is my nephew's telling, they turn the mop upside down. That means to let the other people know that the husband is gone. He gone out to field or gone out to sea. Oh my God. So I guess it is true.
Not turn the mop upside down. Not the cold. Not the Morris cold mop. Not the Morris cold mop, baby. I ain't never got that before. Got the Morris cold mom.
That's what they
I'm done.
said. That's what they say, girl. Yes, honey. But you know what that is? And it's crazy how you know, I do ancestry and I do a lot of records, right? And I've seen a lot of stuff. And the craziest part, when people do their DNA, their 23andMe or their ancestry DNA, they find out sometimes that their parents aren't their parents, or their
Yeah.
mom.
Didn't I
Mhm.
the actress, Carrie, the one that played in Scandal. That
Right,
happened to her.
happened to her.
Yo.
I have a friend that she did hers, and her parents, of course, are her parents. But when her mom did hers, because it tells you who you're kin to, right? So her mom, and I think all of her mom's siblings did theirs. Well, on all of her mom's siblings, it showed her as half siblings to them, right? And so she took that, the mom took it and she went and said that. Luckily, her mom was still living. And she sat down with her mom and she said, is there something you need to tell me? Is there something we need to talk about? And she said her mom seemed real confused. But she had to open up and tell her, you know, I had you before I got married, and your dad is so and so, and this man raised you and he treated you. And she said she thought this was her dad. He didn't treat her any differently. But it's wild that, you know, this probably goes back to Adam and Eve times. Who knows how far, you know, people have been.
Yeah, mama's baby, daddy's maybe. And you know how out of town used to talk, be like, that ain't that really Joe baby. I don't know why she lied to that man. Y'all know that Joe baby, that ain't Jim baby, but I guess Jim gonna take care of it. You know, when Joe be at work, Jim be up in there creeping, you know what I'm saying? Y'all remember listen.
Right.
Mm-mm. Like I said, if I didn't know this to be true, it happened to people I know, I probably wouldn't even have thought about it. But Dana is the name.
Yes. It's too easily available now not to get it done.
Listen, as soon as you start laying down with these heifers, let them know if we have an accident and you end up, you know, knocked up. My mom don't wanna she gonna want a test now, okay?
Yeah.
don't let them get too happy, okay? Thinking we about to skate, okay? Because we ain't doing none of that.
I advocate for anybody who is not married to have a DNA. I advocate for that. I have 3 grandchildren. My boy, he's, of course, he didn't get one, but baby, the little boy looked like my son, spit him out. And then my daughters have babies. You know, they want DNAs, of course. Even though their kids look like their dads too. But at the end of the day, any man wants a DNA, go get one. That is your right. Go get one. Children deserve to know who their parents are. They do.
That's why you don't make no sense. If you really want to be in your son's life and hey, 2 Leo boys, mama, salutations. Welcome. I don't know if it's a baby or a new buttercup, but welcome. First time seeing you.
I saw another name that looked really new. Candy Sam's. Is she new?
Oh, yep. No, I think she was a bush baby, but recently she's been coming down. So welcome to our beautiful Candy. Yep, I think she's one of my A1 Day 1 bush babies. She just recently started coming down to the chat. Listen, look, Candy probably went off her intuition, okay?
Right.
She went off that intuition, okay? My baby was in the bushes, okay? And you know what I'm saying? And now that we done cleared out some shit, my baby's like, okay, now I can be in the chat. Shout out to Candy, okay? My baby had an intuition. Want to stay in the bushes, baby. Okay.
Yes. Welcome to ButterFlii's Corner, where we have a good time anytime.
Now I can come down here and hang out with the buttercups, okay?
Right.
Shoot, I can come bushes. Talk to my bush babies, okay?
Oh, she's not new.
Oh,
she's not new.
Okay. All right. We know who you are, baby. Okay, we got you.
Yeah.
Okay. She know when that be. She know when that be here. Yep, she's a buttercup. Yep. Nope. Candy's not new. She a bush baby that went with her intuition and stayed in the bushes. Okay.
I know that's right. I know that's right. But you know what, Butterfly? I'm glad.
For some things to get cleared out. We mad at him.
I'm enjoying the pivot. I'm enjoying exploring new topics and new things. I love entertainment news. I think we all need to keep up with what's going on in the world, because one subject can always lead to more subjects that will teach us more. Because the more we know, the better we're able to navigate this thing called life. I'm gonna step down. I got some work to do, but you guys have a great Friday.
I appreciate you, Buttercup.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so much. She part of the Mars Squad. Show our beautiful lady wrote some love. All right. Shout out to my Mars Squad. Yep. My baby Candy been here, y'all. She was a bush baby. You know, she just, okay. Now that we here, she, you know what I'm saying? Listen, in the middle, don't forget, no face, no case. The line is open, Buttercup, if y'all want to call. Top of the morning to the bush babies in the clouds, okay, in the bushes. Hit that free 99 like button. Thank you guys for joining me. Like I said, but I always told y'all that anyway, Buttercups. I always told y'all where we started at is not always where we was going to be. At some point, we was going to pivot. And here we are. We have reached the day where we are pivoting. All right, Buttercups. We still going to do our reviews on certain reality shows. When Love and Marriage Huntsville come back, we'll be back to reviewing them. In the meantime, in between time, we just going to keep it moving, okay? We're going to move on. And I always told y'all anyway that I be everywhere. I like a little bit of everything. I just didn't always share everything with y'all. But yeah, we on a pivot. I was nervous this morning, Buttercups. You know, this is our first official, like let's pivot. You know what I'm saying? But I really appreciate y'all for being here, and I hope y'all like it. Don't forget, like I said, any subject that y'all want me to talk about, y'all make sure y'all hit the email up and let me know. I go do my research. We'll lock it, load it, and you know what I'm saying? We'll just listen, glowing and growing all 2025. Shout out to all my new Buttercups. I thank you guys so much. No face, no case. The hotline is open, baby. If you want to call in, get it off your chest. The subjects we talked about this morning, let me roll them out. Okay. You gotta try and get better as we go along. Okay. I'm trying to grow and glow. We try and get the better. Okay. We try and get better, Buttercups. I'm working on it. Okay. These are our subjects this morning. I'm gonna do them in order. We talked about DDG and what him and Haley got going on. That was one of our topics this morning. Then we hit up on Yee and his derogatory statements about Jay-Z and Beyonce's twin babies. And then we hit up on the Mo3 situation. Yeah. So those were the topics this morning. If you want to call in, if you got any if you want to add to the conversation, feel free. Don't forget, you can always hit the link. Okay, you still have the option of hitting the link and coming up on the panel, or you can call in. No face and no case. Get it off your chest. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget, Buttercups, I think y'all have spoken. So we're going to move the lounge down to the TikTok tonight. All right, Buttercups? I will still make the post on my community wall down here to the YouTube. And I still make the post. Y'all can still drop y'all requests. And I'll make sure we share the link to the TikTok just in case y'all are not subscribed down there to the TikTok. Listen, Buttercups, glowing and growing. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hold up, Buttercups. I feel a tune coming on. Replay, Buttercups. You already know the drill. By the time you catch the replay, the tune might be edited out, okay? But in the meantime, in between time, this is why you gotta be here in real time, okay? You missed the real good fun, okay? We're gonna play a tune real quick, Buttercups. We're gonna play a tune just to get our Friday pumping in. You know what I'm saying? The call line's open. The link been dropped, y'all. You know what I'm saying? No face, no case. Get it off your chest. These are the subjects we talked about this morning. If you got anything you want to add to the conversation, please feel free. These are subjects, Buttercups. Let's go. We in the building. Let's go, Buttercups. Okay, top of the morning. Happy Friday. Hold on. Real quick, give me 2 seconds. We're going to cue up a song to play just to get our Friday on and crumping. All right, Buttercups? Just to give you a little taste of how we're going to be getting down to the lounge tonight. All right? Just a little taste, but you got to be in real time to have a good time in real life. Let's go, Buttercups. All right, Buttercups, y'all ready? Happy Friday. Thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure y'all hit that free 99 like button, baby. And Buttercups, if you're just now coming, salutations, my beautiful Khadijah. Salutations, beautiful. We are doing the lounge down to the TikTok tonight. So y'all make sure y'all grab that TikTok link, all right? Tell a friend to tell a friend, okay? Come on down to Butterflies Lounge, all right? Down to the TikTok, where you got to be in real time to have a good time in real life. Let's go, Buttercups. Happy Friday. This one's for all of my Buttercups, okay? Listen, it's been a long week, Buttercups. But we all right. We woke up this morning. Amen, amen, amen. Let's go.
You know I love
Let's
you.
go, Buttercups. Happy Friday.
Makes me want to move. It makes me want to have fun. But it's
Let me tell you something. We may not be where we want to be, Buttercups, but let me get an amen if you ain't where you used to be. Let's go. We in the building today. Let's go.
out this joint right here. This joint right here.
Hey, let's go. Hey.
Something opens your eyes. Are you what? Something making your back.
Hey.
It's been a
Yo, Buttercups. Happy Friday.
into some new. No such good and shit at a time. And you think for it. You feel it. I'm a hell street. I got the vibes.
What? Hey, yo, Buttercups.
And you're doing all the things that you're the best that I treat yourself.
Let's go, Buttercups.
No day they cut down. I'm not complaining. And I was still well, just not if it's me.
Hey.
When I wanna see what I'm doing, see what I'm doing. Just gonna do it. Woo! I'm doing what you're gonna do. I'm a lady, so I'm just like, let me keep it tight. Faster, I want to get better.
Go, Buttercups. Happy Friday. Woo.
Get in.
My way. No.
I
Got to stay. Hey.
it's a win.
Yo, Buttercups.
Treat yourself. It's a really good thing.
Hey, 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 hey. What? Glowing and growing all 2025, baby. You better know it. Hey, say it with me. Glowing and growing. Glowing and growing. Hey. What? Glowing and growing.
Me when I'm walking, system healing.
Woo.
Student shit at a time, friends of faith, or it you say, I'm a shadows, treated got my vibes right.
What?
It's your chill, take it.
Hey, lessons and blessings, baby. You better know, baby. Now here it is in life. When you under pressure, baby, here are the options, okay? You fight or you flight. Y'all better know butterflies are fighter, baby. To the top, to the left, to the left. You better know, baby. You got two options under pressure. You either fight or you flight. You better know your girl gonna fight no matter what. You understand? We in the building. Let's go, Buttercups. I love y'all. This was another great morning table talks down to the butterflies corner, okay? I'm excited, y'all. I'm so excited about just moving on, you know, just glowing and growing, Buttercups. We're going to get better as we go, okay? So thank you guys so much for joining us for another morning table talks down to the butterflies corner, all right? Y'all make sure y'all hit that free 99 like button. Replay Buttercups. Y'all know what it is, baby. Sometimes you got to be here in real time. You gonna miss out on the good time, okay? So you know when it comes, we're gonna have to edit that out. We're gonna have to edit that out. But you get the vibe, okay? You get the vibe, my replay Buttercups. I love y'all. Y'all have a beautiful rest of y'all Friday. Make sure y'all subscribe to the TikTok, all right, Buttercups? Because the lounge will be down to the TikTok tonight, all right? We're gonna go ahead and officially launch our TikTok. Yes, okay, baby. Down here in the St. Patty's, they thought I was a TikTok star. Baby, I was in heaven, okay? Let me tell you something. Them beautiful little babies down there to that St. Patty's Day showed your girl some love, okay? We had a good time, all right? I know Buttercup's the same. I didn't know that the goddamn the reception was so messed up. I am gonna try to figure out how I can, you know, edit it and make it clean and clear. Cause y'all listen, it was a good time down there to the St. Patty's Day, okay? I felt so loved, Buttercups. Listen, I felt them, but listen, them youngins had your girl really, you know what I'm saying? With my chest, okay? With my chest, you understand? But anyway, Buttercups, I love y'all. I'll see y'all down to the lounge, down to the TikTok. All right, Buttercups? Now, don't forget the rules of the lounge. You gotta be there in real time to have a good time in real life, or you gonna miss out. Family TikTok don't save the lives, okay? But we didn't save the lives anyway down here to the YouTube because we play copyrighted music. Now, any song that you hear down to the butterflies corner, we do have a playlist, okay? We have 3 playlists. We got 2 down here to the butterflies corner, 1 under Butterflies Lounge, 1 under the request line, all right? And then if you got Amazon Prime Music, we got Butterflies Lounge down here to the Amazon Music. But I will be putting up a post, Buttercups, for y'all to put in your request, all right? So don't forget to look out on the community wall for the post to put in your request. And I'll see y'all tonight down to the lounge, real time, to have a good time in real life, all right? In the meantime, in between time, remember to what? Smile. Yes, Buttercup, smile and the world smiles with you. It's the most simplest, kindest gesture that you can offer anybody. You never know how your smile might brighten up the next person's day. All right, Buttercups? And it's a universal language. It don't matter what country you come from, what language you speak. Everybody understands a smile. All right, Buttercups? Always remember that. Your smile might actually brighten up the next person's day. And it ain't gonna cost you a thing. You ain't gotta touch nobody. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta do too much, but just flash that bright old smile, okay? And Buttercups, y'all know what time it is. Keep your head on the swivel and stay on your square. And in the meantime, in between time, love, light, and butterflies. Mwah. Happy Friday, Buttercups. Make sure you follow me on that good old TikTok, and I'll see y'all tonight down to the lounge. If you send me love offers in advance, you know it's not mandatory nor demanded, but always greatly appreciated. So if I didn't see it and you sent me one, thank you so much. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all down to the lounge. All right, Buttercups? And welcome to all my new Buttercups. Thank you guys so much for tapping on to your girl, Butterfly. Is greatly, greatly appreciated. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you tapped on with your girl, Butterfly. Buttercups, let me know what you thought of this morning's table talks. Please, please, please give me feedback. Okay, I love constructive criticism. All right, this is teamwork. All right, teamwork make the dream work. Okay, if y'all ain't interested, then what are we doing here? Okay, what are we doing here? So don't forget. Don't be afraid to leave me a comment down in the comment section. Let me know what you thought of this morning's morning table talk. All right, Buttercups? Love y'all. Mwah. Love, light, and butterflies.